So my daughter says my voice sounds froggy, and when my voice gets like this, it's only because of one thing, and that means it's trade show season. We are back from Impressions at Long Beach, and I can't say enough good things about that show, and it was because of our customers and everyone coming into the booth to learn and ask questions. Now, because we had a Long Beach, we get to talk about the top must-see or must-have products that customers were so excited to get their hands on. If you can't take a guess or you want to take a guess, it's behind me, so let's start reviewing. All right, the number one must-have, must-see product was UltraColor MAX. It's our new direct-to-film transfers that just released, and even better, we've just made it to where if you get your artwork in by 11 a.m. Eastern, then your order ships next day. Now, you can get full color, the soft hand feel, the low application, and the hot peel made this a game changer for people's business. This was allowing people to do full color test runs, product samples, and really just have this efficient process when going after new customers and fulfilling orders that they've been working on for years. Now, this is what it looks like complete, but this is what people were seeing. They were able to see the sheet size. Now, this is actually 2 sheets, but it's been rolled up into one. And when you cut your transfers apart or you order just one specific transfer, you can store your transfers that way. But people were really able to get an idea on full color and the registration, the tiniest cavities, the tiniest stems of letters. Just you had to see it in person to really see the wow factor on people's faces. So this is what it looks like complete. You're going to see more and more content and education with us using UltraColor MAX. So just stay tuned for that. Now, next, we're going to switch gears to equipment. Okay, and so the first was product, which was duh. The DTF is just in everybody's mouth right now, and everybody wants to start using it. But number 2 is our 360 hat press. We are not in shock by this. This has been changing people's business. And for those that are already doing t-shirts, or maybe they're not wanting to do t-shirts anymore, but they feel a void in what they can offer customers, the 360 hat press is just the must-have. We had sold all of our demo units, except for, I think, 2, maybe 1 prior to the show, and within the first probably 30 minutes, that unit was sold. People came to the show looking to purchase the demos and walk away with them. It was not the case. So if you are considering getting a 360, like you've been thinking about this for months, now is the time to make it happen. There is a wait list, and there is a couple of weeks involved in order to actually get the press in your hands. So do not delay, plan ahead. Like I said at the beginning, it's trade show season, so there's a potential that we could get further backlogged. Now, this wasn't just, people weren't looking at this just for caps, because you have the upper and the lower heat, and then you do have a decent surface area to work with. People automatically went to, okay, I think I can do bags on that. I think I can do left chests, and they are correct. So anything you can put under this and on top of this, just know you can heat press it. Now, we're gonna stay on equipment, but we're gonna jump to Platens. The Tag Along Platen was again another hot item to grab at Long Beach. If you've watched some of my content here on YouTube, or you've attended some of our lives on Facebook and YouTube, then you know I love this platen. This is a platen that has been a game changer for myself in helping align the transfers. People were using this platen and realizing how much easier it was to square up the design with the center of the shirt, And for those that focus on branding and really getting their name out to people, immediately understood the importance of the tagging portion. Even if you're not going to put the content, the material content in your tag, it still gives you the ability to brand the inside of the shirt without having to add a second step when applying your transfers. Now, this was again demo units. They were gone. We were sold out, so people were having to order them. And while you may look at this and go, but it's a platen, it's all coming down to efficiency. People were looking at ways to be more efficient in their overall decoration process, as well as looking for markets to expand into. Now, markets doesn't necessarily have to mean who their customer is, but product markets, so the caps, the hats, and then of course efficiency. So you do have efficiency with the 360 because you have the upper and lower, but it's allowing you to get a hold of more orders simply by expanding your products. The tag along is allowing people to be more efficient and more accurate when it comes to decoration, as well as adding in that branding that is so important in today's world. Number 4 on our list was emblems and patches. Now, in the past, flex style has been the game changer for people. I think that's like an important word in this video. Game changer, right? Because 22 is all going to be about game changers. Now, flex style has been the front runner in terms of emblems and patches for, well, pretty much since it has been released. However, at this show, I saw a shift. I saw a shift where people were looking for not just the flex style with the texture and domed, but they were looking for ways to do other patches. People either have some embroidery equipment, but it's not enough to really reach the full capacity of what they want to do. So they're looking at services and what we can send to them in order to get the job done. Now, we've recently launched Faux Leather, which was a huge hit because you can in fact wash this. Of course, real leather, genuine leather was still a very, very popular patch. Flex style still there, but I did see more requests for embroidered patches and the 3D embroidery. Like I said, even though some people already had embroidery equipment, the 3D embroidery was an excellent way for them to add dimension and not have to struggle with their embroidery equipment to make it happen. So it wasn't just one thing that stood out. It was a variety of the emblems and patches, whether it was pressure sensitive or heat applied. Now, while we were at Long Beach, I had the opportunity to have numerous conversations with customers that had just started their business within the last 2 years. The beautiful thing about this is they have been growing, and it was time for them to make a decision on whether to get different equipment, more equipment, upgrade their equipment, or they really weren't sure what to do. We walked through the new equipment and how it would help them. Some purchased another press, some upgraded their press, and then some realized how important services was actually to their business. If they're growing and they're a one-man show, how are they going to have time to do everything necessary if they're going to continue cutting more logos? Now, like I said, this is where services kicks in, and in order for them to be efficient, like I said at the very beginning, they realized that it was best for them to send in their logo, everything they needed, and we would cut, weed, send it to them ready to be applied. This doesn't mean that they're going to stop cutting and weeding in-house, but when it came to names and numbers, they loved the ability to send in their spreadsheet or list of names and numbers. We would cut, weed, and send it back to them. Now, maybe they didn't mind cutting names and numbers, but when it came down to the logos that had some detail in it, they would rather cut and weed names and numbers and get these sent to them ready to be applied. So they're being efficient. They're understanding what they like to fulfill in-house. Remember, If you're heat applying in-house, you're still fulfilling it in-house. Nobody is doing that for you. We're just making it easier by sending you your artwork ready to heat apply. Our UltraColor MAX is the same way. You send us your logos, we send you the sheet, you cut them apart, and you heat apply. That's being efficient because in that 48 hour timeline, it gives you the ability to prep what you're going to be applying and of course go out and get more orders and sales. They always say work smarter, not harder. And it was clear that people were looking for efficiency as they were coming into our booth. We had such a joy at Impressions Long Beach, and like I said, it's trade show season, so there are many more to come. Let us know down below what shows we'll see you at, and if we missed you at Long Beach, we hope to see you at another. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm Kelly Walters, and we'll see you next time. If you're looking to find Stahls CAD Cut Heat Transfer Vinyl, head to stahls.com right now, or locally, you can find our products at hundreds of resellers across the United States. Click the link in the description to find out where one is located near you.